Book of Enoch, chapter 80. He said, O Enoch, look on the book which heaven has gradually dropped down. One, and reading that which is written in it, understand every part of it. Then I looked on all which was written, and understood all, reading the book and everything written in it, all the works of man, and of all the children of flesh upon earth during the generation of the world, immediately after I blessed the Lord, the King of glory, who has thus forever formed the whole workmanship of the world, and I glorified the Lord on account of his long-suffering and blessings toward the children of the world. In that time I said, Blessed is the man who shall die righteous and good, against whom no catalogue of crime has been written, and with whom iniquity is not found. Then these three holy ones caused me to approach, and placed me on the earth before the door of my house. They said unto me, Explain everything to Methuselah thy son, and inform all thy children that no flesh shall be justified before the Lord, for he is their Creator. During 1 year we will leave thee with thy children, until thou shalt again recover thy strength, that thou mayest instruct thy family. Write these things and explain them to all thy children. But in another year they shall take thee from the midst of them, and thy heart shall be strengthened. For the elect shall point out righteousness to the elect, the righteous with the righteous shall rejoice, congratulating each other. But sinners with sinners shall die, and the perverted with the perverted shall be drowned. Those likewise who act righteously shall die on account of the works of man, and shall be gathered together on account of works of the wicked. In those days they finished conversing with me, and I returned to my fellow man, blessing the Lord of worlds. Chapter 81. Now my son Methuselah, all these things I speak unto thee, and write for thee. To thee I have revealed all, and have given thee books of everything. Preserve, my son Methuselah, the books written by thy father, that thou mayest transmit them to future generations. Wisdom have I given to thee, to thy children and thy posterity, that they may transmit to their children for generations forever this wisdom in their thoughts, and that those who comprehend it may not slumber, but hear with their ears, that they may learn this wisdom, and be deemed worthy of eating his wholesome food. Blessed are the righteous, blessed all who walk in the paths of righteousness, in whom no crime is found, as in the sinners when all their days are numbered. With respect to the progress of the sun in heaven, it enters and goes out of each gate for 30 days, with the leaders of the 1,000 class of the stars, with 4 which are added, and pertinent to the 4 quarters of the year which conduct them, and accompany them at 4 periods. Respecting these, men greatly err, and do not compute them in computation of every age, for they greatly err respecting them, nor do men know accurately that they are in the computation of the year. But indeed these are marked down forever, 1 in the 1st gate, 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, and 1 in the 6th, so that the year is completed in 364 days. Truly has been stated, and accurately has been computed, that which is marked down for the luminaries, the months, the fixed periods, the years, and the days. Uriel has explained to me and communicated to me, whom the Lord of all creation on my account commanded according to the might of heaven and the power which it possesses both by night and by day, to explain the laws of light to man, of the sun, moon, and stars, and all the powers of heaven, which are turned to their respective orbs. This is the ordinance of the stars, which set in their place, in the seasons, in their periods, in their days, and in their months. These are the names of those who conduct them, who watch and enter their seasons, according to their ordinance in the periods, in their months, in the time of their influence, and in their stations. 4 conductors of them first enter, who separate the 4 quarters of the year. After these, 12 conductors of their class, who separate the month and year into 364 days, with the leaders of 1,000, who distinguish between the days as well as between the 4 additional ones, which as conductors divide the 4 quarters of the year. These leaders of 1,000 are in the midst of conductors, And the conductors are added, each behind the station, and their conductors make the separation. These are the names of the conductor, who separate the 4 quarters of the year, who are appointed over them: Michael, Helmelech, Malil, and Neril. And the names of those who conduct them are Andrel, Jazu, and Jamael. These are the 3 who follow after the conductors of the class of stars, each following after the 3 conductors of the class, which themselves follow after those conductors of the station who divide the 4 quarters of the year. In the first part of the year rises and rules Michaelis, who is named Tamani and Zehe. All the days of his influence during which he rules are 91 days. And these are the signs of the days which are seen upon the earth. And the days of his are the sign of the days which are seen upon the earth. In the days of the influence there is perspiration, heat, and trouble. All the trees become fruitful. The leaf of every tree comes forth. The corn is reaped in the rows, and every species of flower blossoms in the field. And the trees of winter are dried up. These are names of the conductors who are under them: Barkle, Zelzabel, and the other additional conductor of 1,000 is named Helioleth, the days of whose influence have been completed. The other conductor next after them is Hallemelech, whose name I call that splendid Zehe. All the days of his light are 91 days. These are the signs of the days upon earth: heat and drought, while the trees bring forth their fruit, warm and concluded, and give their fruits to dry. The flocks follow in Yin. All the fruits of the earth are collected, and everything in the fields and the vines are trodden. This takes place during the time of his influence. These are the names and orders, and the names of the conductors who are under them, of those who are the chief of 1,000, Gediel, Keel, and Heel. And the name of the additional leader of 1,000 is Asphil. The days of his influence have been completed.